love it. So anyways, another episode of Our Warp World. I want to thank everybody for coming. We got guest contributors tonight. We have all kinds of things going on, Andrea. Can you handle the difference right now? Because there's a ton going on.
Listen, I'm exploding with excitement.
I know we have groupies here today. We have a whole crowd. We've got everything. It's gonna be a fun night, I think. So, Andrea, as we always, what the hell's been going on? You're on your phone. Why? What's been going on?
Nothing really. Just getting ready to go to Maine next week.
Ooh, it's good. We just got back. We had a good time there.
Yeah, we'll see.
What are you doing back there for?
I'm going to see my soulmate, Janelle.
Not Janelle. We like Janelle.
And we're going to see Post Malone.
Well, good.
So, yeah, just chilling.
So that's why we won't be here on the 14th, but we will be on the 21st. Well, whenever you guys listen to this, I guess it doesn't matter when you stream it. Fucking streaming sucks. So, and now we have guest contributors tonight. Everybody knows Dave. Dave, come on. Dave's been on a few times.
Hi, everybody.
Yes,
great
Dave,
to be back. Thank you.
How are you? Dave is a guest contributor.
I'm doing good, as Mark and everybody around here knows. I'm a little bit of my sad spot right now. That Green Bay Packer game did not go so hot last night. So, but other than that, life is pretty groovy.
Dave is going to be a contributor tonight, so we're very happy to have Dave. What are you doing over there, Zen? I mean, is this like something you just learned? And you're just trying it out tonight? I really don't know. And then our wonderful guest tonight. Everybody give it up for Sam, everybody. Sam's going to be our wonderful guest tonight. Sam has been to Mexico 19,000 times, so she knows everything, all the ins and outs of Rocky Pointe, and going to be able to tell us everything we want to know about Mexico. All the good stuff and the bad stuff. Am I correct?
Correct.
That's what I want to hear, because it's boring if it's not. And we have 4 of our 5 listeners in this room, so this is what I'm very happy about. I think it's great. I love this. So as we have to start, we start off I know I'm loud. You guys got to get used to that. That's what it's going to be. All right, are you ready? If we hear this sound. It's time for stupid news. It's stupid news. This is our new annual thing. All right, Andrea, start talking. What'd you find this week? Come on, what's your articles this week?
Okay, so I did some deep research as instructed by the talent, the producer.
Exactly. As long as you know that we're okay. And it took her like 3 minutes on the way over here while she's reading it in the car.
I was texting, driving, doing all the things. No, okay. So in Oklahoma, there was a trailer park, and of course they had an illegal python, because why wouldn't you have an illegal python in a trailer park in Oklahoma? So it escaped from the lady's house or the trailer, and they couldn't find it for like 6 months, and there were complaints because all their neighborhood cats were disappearing because they were eating all the cats.
The python's eating the cats. No wonder there's no like feral cats anywhere in that neighborhood. It's probably the most.
It's the cleanest trailer park you've ever been in.
You don't have to feed any freaking cat that's having problems. See, but that's
they caught it. Yes. Then there was this one that said a male nudist who smeared fake semen on a neighbor's garage did not receive jail time.
Oh, well, I told my brother not to do that again because I know he called me when that happened. I was like, hey, Steve, you can't do that.
Could you imagine Uncle Steve
calling me? Hey, what are you accused of? Putting semen on somebody's freaking garage door, for God's sakes. That's all I did. I put semen on somebody's garage door. Like, who hasn't?
Well, unless you check it with a black light.
You don't want to look at my bedroom with a black light. No,
Sorry, Holly.
You wouldn't find anything.
Exactly. Sorry, Holly.
Oh, my God. You know what, for me, I'm giving you a thumbs down on that. Dear God, how do I get
overruled? That's a thumbs up.
Oh, my God, you guys suck. I hate this show.
And then,
we're canceling stupid news, okay? We're canceling.
Bummer. My one homework assignment
your
gone.
One homework assignment is gone. All right.
Okay. Man allegedly breaks into daycare to drink kids' milk and eat their ice cream. But it turns out he was lactose intolerant, so plan did not go as planned.
That is not real.
It's real.
Where do you find this crap?
Well,
I can't reveal my sources.
Exactly, we can't reveal our
That's
sources.
Hilarious.
I mean, it's on every internet everywhere.
And this one might have to be one of my favorites too.
Uh-oh.
Obese monkey nicknamed Uncle Fatty has disappeared from fat camp. somebody has yet to find Uncle Fatty.
Okay, there's got to be more to this story. What? I didn't know they had monkey fat camps.
Yeah,
which is
so
the first thing. Which did anyone know?
No.
No idea.
Here we go.
No.
A rather large Thailand monkey named Uncle Fatty is presumed dead
Jesus.
after he's gone missing for the last 4 months after escaping fat camp.
I didn't even know they had monkey fat camps.
Uncle Fatty weighed over 30 pounds, which happens to be 2 times the weight of the average long-tailed monkey. This fatty gained his weight due to tourists always feeding him all those. This is probably why they didn't want you to feed the ducks. They didn't want to have fatty ducks.
You turn into fatty ducks. You turn into, yeah.
And he wouldn't search for food. So the lack of so because he wouldn't search for food, he didn't get any exercise, so he didn't take off weight. So back in 2017, animal workers put him into a fat camp, but he still didn't lose any weight because he kept finding food to steal.
Actually, it's kind of a smart monkey. I got to talk like the monkey's like, fuck this, man. I'm eating.
It's like, bitch, I ain't working for that food.
Yeah.
Oh, come on now.
Exactly.
So then the worst happened back in February. Uncle Fatty went missing, and the police were asked to check local security cameras, and he was nowhere to be found throughout the town.
Of course we got Uncle Fatty. What's his name?
Uncle Fatty.
Uncle Fatty, okay. He gave a meal to Uncle Coyote for 2 days is what he did.
Our staff
Did
saw
anybody check the local Golden Corral?
Yeah.
It's
come on.
Thailand.
Especially in Thailand.
Are they fat shaming, literally body shaming a monkey?
They are body shaming a monkey. They don't. It's not like monkey gets out lost. But it's fat monkey.
Yes,
it's not
Uncle
just like
Fatty.
a regular monkey got out or anything. It's the fat monkey.
So when did they name him Uncle Fatty, though? Like,
They're-
obviously he was already fat when they named him.
You think
Yeah.
so?
Well, Uncle Fatty, why would they name
No,
him
they
that?
They
got-
change names with animals.
No,
Why?
they found him and named him Uncle Fatty because the tourists kept feeding
So he
him.
was already.
Oh, so he was
fat.
already fat.
Yes, he was already fat.
So that
So the damn monkey knew what it was doing.
yeah,
It was living its best life, I think.
but they didn't want that to happen. I don't know.
I want to know how many other monkeys were in the fat camp.
But listen-
it's like a big thing.
There was
Is like
one monkey.
Is it like separate quarters because there's so many monkeys in fat camp that kind of like when we went to camp when we were kids. I don't know.
just put him on one of those treadmills. The dogs run on.
It was the Biggest
Monkey
Loser
treadmills.
monkey version.
Oh, that'd be great if we had a biggest monkey version loser.
But Uncle
Biggest
Fatty
loser.
is yet to be found. So
You got one more story.
Does anybody
God.
remember?
One more story in it, then we take our break. You know how this works until
I have one.
Until I all right.
Does anybody remember
we're getting to
Mojo?
Holly's jail tales later. Is it a regular?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Is it a stupid one?
It's research.
Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Research shows 6 out of the 7 dwarfs aren't happy.
Oh God.
Well,
Thank you, Phoenix. Good night. I want to thank you for listening to our Warp World. On that note, we'll never be back on the air again. We will never be back on the air again. All right, Andrea, let's go. Let's finish this epic strong before we talk about Mexico after we take a break and drink.
Let's
Lord.
see.
See how prepared we are? This is our Warp World at its finest. You're seeing it right now. This
I
is
wasn't
incredible.
expecting to read 14 stories tonight.
You read 2.
It was like 3, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. See, finally I got
Who invited her?
I did. She's always invited back now.
No. Sorry, Sam.
this is an indictment of the main education system, by the way.
This is an indictment of the main education. Yes. You ready? Okay, can you figure this out now, or do you have to play that again? I'm not editing this out either because I want all our viewers to realize how bad you are at this game, okay?
I was just waiting for you to stop talking.
You ready?
Yes.
All right.
I literally thought that she was doing that the first time.
I know. That's why I always have to say, this is not me on the
It sounds
soundtrack.
just like her, doesn't it, at the end?
You make this noise one time at a party.
And
People just
record it.
don't let you live it
Yeah,
down.
do you get any royalties off this? Because
No.
you're getting
Oh,
something off
man,
it.
you gotta learn from the Huck to a Girl.
I know.
sure.
That's why I went
All
wrong.
right, I'm shutting up now.
Okay, so it says elephant kills hunter after falling on top of him. So this hunter was hunting an elephant in Africa, which is illegal, and then one of his friends on the other side, shot like went to go shoot the elephant, and the elephant got scared and then trampled on his friend.
That's
friend die?
Darwinism at its best. It really is.
Yes, it is.
The guy died, not the elephant.
Well, I know. Okay. I
Oh
figured.
yeah, no.
It's like how many tons of pounds?
Yeah, because if the guy would have lived and the elephant died, that would be kind of bummed.
Well, what if they both did?
Yeah,
if his buddy hit it.
I want to go back. Do you think they have separate elephant fat camps and monkey fat camps, or do you think they join together? That's what I'm wondering.
Maybe
too.
they put elephants in camp to get fatter.
They could. That's true. You never know with the elephant.
hamburger.
I just want to know, like with everything that's going on in Thailand and just whatever, they're like, you know what? We need to stop this one monkey from being fat.
We're gonna go on a crusade.
Or like,
Is it Thailand that's like is it monkeys? Like people raise them and like foster them to get them out of,
I'd have a pet monkey.
right?
Would you have a pet monkey?
I always wanted a monkey. Then I
Dave?
found out they throw their poop.
Pet monkey?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
A pet monkey?
Yes, a pet monkey.
No.
I know Andrew would have a pet monkey.
I would 100%
Yeah, there's
have
no
a pet
doubt. And
monkey.
I would definitely take a pet monkey. We'd have a pet monkey.
I have a puppet monkey. His name's Squeakers.
Oh. Oh.
That's nice.
That is so sweet. Okay, so we're coming back at about, in your time, it'll be right away. But in our time, 5-10 minutes. And we're going to talk everything you wanted to know about Rocky Point, Mexico with our Rocky Point guru, Sam. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are back. I don't know how long you guys waited in between, but we were about 15 minutes, something like that. I had to go get my drink and everything like that. But we're back anyways. And we have the queen of Rocky Point. Everybody, put your hands together for Sam, everybody. This girl, you've been to Rocky Point. Come on.
A lot.
Well, no, we got to have a number. A lot is a lot. So, but what's a number?
I don't know.
Just like a rough number.
Stop taking pictures, you weirdo. That's creepy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, I would say like 60 maybe
And
in the
you-
last 2 years ish.
Just in the last 2 years, but you've been going since what?
2011.
That's 14 years of going to Mexico. And so now...
Yeah, but I only went like once every quarter.
So
then or
did you
whatever.
try
Once every
other
year.
parts of Mexico, or did you just, it was Rocky Point and you were like, okay, well, this is what I want to do. And now I'm going to let you go into all your everything.
I've been to other parts, but this one's close, so by default.
That's it? Is that why you chose it, though?
Well, yeah.
Well, I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
I mean,
I've got
and
a lot
it's
of different
awesome, but
things,
yeah,
so.
no, it's the closest beach. I mean, I'm not going to drive like 6 or 8 hours like every other weekend.
And so now you actually now own a, what do you call it? Fifth wheel, right?
Yes.
And do you live in the fifth wheel?
when I'm
you go
down there, yeah.
Well, I don't know how this whole thing works. I've never been invited, things, but I mean, that's,
Well, now I have room because I got a second one.
oh, you bought a second one?
Yeah. Because Tab kept filling mine, and I didn't sleep in my own room for like over a year. And then I'm like, you need to buy one. Then she filled both of them. And now I have a third. Well, collectively, we had a third.
A second fifth wheeler?
Yeah.
So did you keep it down there?
Yeah, they stayed on there.
Gotcha.
They just pull them in and out of storage. They're not permanent spots, but
Oh, that's awesome.
How much crap? Aren't you when you're supposed to go to like Mexico? You're supposed to like sell everything and go.
yeah, but you got to stay somewhere.
No. I'm not. It's like
Oh,
you just,
I would
minimalist
love
crap.
to.
You just kind of go. And you just the clothes off your back, and that's about it.
Well, yeah. I'd love to just like leave permanently one
But
day.
if you're filling a fifth wheel up, how much junk does she have?
Of people.
What are you talking
She's
about?
filling them with
Oh, people. I'm thinking.
You are cut off.
You said you literally said I've never been invited. I'm like, now I have room. Like,
yeah.
Okay. I thought you
You're-
was moving stuff into a fifth wheel.
On the next,
Hey, do you have a sound
episode
effect
of
for that?
Hoarders,
Yeah.
with
That's what I
Give
was
yourself
thinking.
Where's that
a
sound
thumbs
effect?
down.
All right.
Give yourself a thumbs down. Thank
Oh,
you.
all right. So now there's all right. That's a total different. That's a whole other conversation I can have now. So.
We had no idea what you were talking about.
Well,
You were
I
having
had
a
no
conversation with
idea.
yourself.
I mean, I do have a lot of shit, but
So how many people now that we're talking about people, how many people go down to the two fifth wheels?
can I get or do
Yeah,
I
well,
like to go down with?
So you live there basically half the time.
I mean, comfortably. 7 or 8 between the two.
That's all. And how much is your rent, can I ask?
$30 a night.
Oh my God.
And $50 for them to pull it in and out and set it up.
Do you have to pay a monthly fee for it to be there?
No, well, I have storage. That's $600 a year.
That's nothing, man. Holy crap. And how far are you from all the action down there? Because I want to get into all your bars and everything.
On the beach.
You're on the beach.
I'm on the beach.
Because the only, we were just there. Where did we go? Manny's?
Yeah, I'm right down the road.
Yeah, okay, so Manny's is cool. And did they finish? And last time we were there, they had none of the hotels done behind it. Remember, it was just they were all like half done.
Right.
Were any of those even started?
How
yet?
long ago was that?
I think
it was a couple of years ago. It was your
it was about 3 years ago for the bachelor party. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that area is definitely like picked up and gotten busier. But now that prices are coming down, now the resorts are getting busier. But that area is just old. So it's not that they're not done. It's just old.
So can you do Rocky Point on a budget? With what you do, right? Say somebody wants to go, can you do it on a budget?
Oh yeah, just pay for the thing and bring alcohol down, drink on the beach.
What about room?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you stay, like that's all you're gonna pay for, really, and gas to get down there.
So, and where else have you gone? Put it that way. Have you gone anywhere else in the Caribbean or anything else, or
like?
No, just on for because
sure. I've been to the British Virgin Islands. I've been to, oh gosh. Yeah, all over the side of Mexico, the Baja.
And what do you? So, but do you
Spain.
rank? Do you rank? Where do you rank Rocky Point? I know you're there, but is it only because of convenience, or is it?
Well, I love it. I absolutely love it. Love the culture, but I mean, it's convenient.
Right, and how? So,
I mean, I personally would like to just travel the world a different place all the time, but that's expensive.
Yeah, it does kind of suck. So
yeah,
but the way you have it set up now, I mean, Rocky Point is cheap. I mean, it's 4-hour drive.
Yeah,
ish.
4. Yeah, just about 4.
And there you go.
Yep,
yeah,
I can bring my dog.
And and it's like you don't even have to pay for Airbnb, VRBO, none of that nonsense. I mean, the way you're doing it, you're saving a ton of money.
I was gonna say it's cheaper than going to a bar all weekend.
It's just, it's just easy. It sounds great.
Yeah. No.
And so so for people who have never been there, so like, say people are listening, our 6 listeners, somebody's going, my wife's never been to Rocky Point. Really? Where and so what you pull in? Where are you sending it? What are you doing?
No, he said Wawa's. I said no.
I've been to Wawa's. Yeah.
Anyways, pull in. I usually will unload, and then I will go to Chewy's and have a hamburger if it's Friday because they're $5, but now they're $6 with the conversion. $6 Fridays, and they have like the best food.
And how much are their drinks and everything?
I don't know.
Is it turned into like?
And so, okay, that side of town is not Americanized yet. Like
it's starting to.
Yeah, it's starting to. Like Manny's is. Like,
but would you recommend people hanging out down there? They're not going to get mugged or nothing.
Oh God,
no.
Going
to happen.
So my God, I've wandered all over that town.
See, it sounds safer than San Diego.
It does sound safer than San Diego.
I mean, I've wandered drunkenly more there than San Diego, but...
And they're just like, Senorita Sam, this way! You live over here! You live over here!
I've only had a taxi driver stop once and say, what are you doing over here? Get in the car.
Really?
No.
Oh, they're very friendly taxi drivers out there, I've noticed. They can...
Correct.
If you need anything...
I was not where I should have been.
You can ask for a eucalyptus tree from Cuba that was sprung in 1982... This guy would find it for you.
It might be made out of wire.
I had one of the cab drivers when we were in whatever. He called me on Christmas Day and wished me Merry Christmas.
He called you?
I'm not lying. And I don't even remember giving this guy a phone number. I'm like, what the hell? What
did he call you?
I'm almost like, what did I do? Are we together? I'm like,
are we together? That's creepy.
Yes.
That is
How much
creepy.
did you tip him, or what did you do?
I don't know. I mean, we didn't do anything.
Just the tip.
But he's like, if you ever need anything, senor, I tell you.
I wonder where Mark went for those couple hours during the bachelor party.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Was that your lupus day when you sort of disappeared?
No. I mean, we were there for 4 days, so we freaking we're taking taxis everywhere. So, all right. So after we're stopping at Chewy's, it's a night out. You're having the fun time. You're staying out till 2, 3 a.m. After Chewy's, where are you going?
I usually will end up at Gato's.
Okay.
And then I'll leave Gato's, and then I'll go to Leo's, and then I'll leave Leo's, and then
brother sister.
Yeah,
got it.
They're both.
Got it. Those Leo's. Do you guys get that? You guys have fun. You know what? So what do I have to do? I mean, you guys suck, man. I thought that was a cute joke.
Anyways.
Where's your nightcap? Where's your
Gato's? I'll end up back there. Unless I'm like out wanting to like go to a club, then I'll end up at.
They have clubs?
They have a lot of them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Where were those located? We didn't.
We didn't see them.
In the Malecon, like on the fish market.
Did we even go to the fish market?
You did not go to the fish market.
I don't think.
Well,
we
were. I mean, we went to the downtown area before we went to Manny's.
Was that before or after they? mugged me for my shoes.
You got mugged
With
for
all
your
the
shoes?
stories.
No, that's right. You didn't.
Oh,
But
God.
you
They were
didn't.
Skechers. They
Oh,
don't.
you-
Oh, I get it.
You had
Cushion.
no, Mark. You had the day with the cabbie, the lupus. I mean, you had your lupus day.
Yeah, but that's it. Yeah,
So
but-
you didn't go with us to that area.
Oh, I didn't go. That
You missed
sucks,
that
so-
day when we went downtown because we had this little party bus that was just taking us around. So we went to like 4 different bars.
Was it a bus or was it like a pickup truck?
It was a
bed
right. It was a pickup truck that fits like 10 guys in,
in the
back.
bed? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. They stopped doing it.
And it was
fun.
Why? Why did they?
It was
stop doing
fun.
Politics, probably. I have no idea.
It started at that bar that Roger Klein half owns, and so it was a great time. And like
Ends
one
at
of
Manny's, I
and,
think.
and one of the we ended at Manny's, and we were supposed to go to a strip club, but I made the call because I was having so much fun at Manny's. I something creeped me out about going to the strip bar there, so I'm like, can we just
That
skip
first
that?
bar we went to had no windows. Remember that one? I remember that one. It was all just gray and had no windows.
Oh, that was Roger Klein's bar.
It was weird.
You made it to Roger Klein's bar, and then you had to bow out because you weren't feeling well.
I don't know, but I remember the one that had no windows.
Did you
and I'm
get
like, this
in
is-
that thing one time? Because it probably went to like S bar.
I don't
or
know.
something?
It was strange, but okay. So So you've been there. Obviously, you like it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Tell me a Sam crazy Rocky Point story. Yeah. I need a Sam crazy.
I
Rocky.
behave myself all the time.
No, what? This is what we don't want that thing. Come on.
I don't know. They're all
If
crazy.
if Sam was wearing pants right now, she's wearing shorts. Don't get carried away out there. Her pants would be on fire.
So come on, give me a story.
I don't know.
You got to have a story. I've known you a long time.
I have a lot of
and we're
stories.
talking.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be about you. It could be,
You have to start.
Could be
your
part of your
story with
posse.
One time in Rocky Point.
One time in Rocky.
This one time in Rocky Point. So I love dogs, and it was bike week, and they had like a stripper pole in the middle of the fish market in the road, and I'm watching them. They're throwing fire, whatever, and this little pit bull came up to me, and he looked like he was a stray, right? And they have a ton of them. So I bought him a taco. And then a guy came and grabbed him and just like drug him all the way down the road. Like,
Aw.
and I like following the guy, yelling at him, like, stop, let him go. It's my fault. It's my fault. I'm sorry. And I followed this guy all the way to his house, up the stairs of his house, and then inside of his house. And by this point, I'm like crying because he's just yelling at this dog and like pulling it. And I'm like, he's going to kill that dog. Like, he's going to kill the dog. And then his wife's like, and it was like all dark in there. Like, they had like, it was like they were on solar. Like, the lights were like super dim, like flickering almost.
Okay.
Yeah. And
That's not solar, Sam. That's Mexico.
no, it's like solar if you like just have like one little
Right.
thing. But and so she's like, what's wrong? And so she gets me out of the house, like down the staircase. Jimmy was there following me. By this point, he's like covered in blood because he can't walk and tripped up the curb.
Oh, and that was just because he was helping the homeless, right? I mean, he wasn't drunk or anything like he was. Just,
Well, he's probably drunk, but whatever. It's a curb. And so he's like, ooh, and then the lady's like, why do you think like he's gonna kill our dog? And I'm like, because it's Mexico. You're gonna kill the dog, which is like the most inappropriate thing to say.
Do I sound racist? No, not at all.
I love the culture.
American
I love
Karen
the
alert.
culture.
American
I do
Karen.
love it down there, but it's just like,
the doggo.
oh my god. And so she's like, and I'm crying, and she's like, it's gonna be fine, it's fine, like, da, da, da. And that's when that taxi, literally, that's the same story, pulled up, and he's like, what are you doing right here? Get in the car. And so me and Jimmy got in the car. But then we got back to the thing, and we were actually in an Airbnb that time with Ron and Shelly, which is Jimmy's ex-wife.
You got to follow along. There will be
Right?
a test at the end of the
Correct. And I have it on video, Jimmy laying on the couch and her like just rubbing alcohol in his cut leg and him screaming like bloody murder. And I think it's the funniest thing ever.
When you all sobered up, what did anybody think about? Should we get him to a hospital? I mean, he's turning a little gay.
Oh my god, it was like a flesh wound. It was fine.
It's just a flesh wound.
It's just Jimmy.
Just a flash wound.
flesh wound. It's just a flesh wound.
Yeah, it was just a flesh wound. I got a scar.
So
it's
that's
cool.
one.
So
story.
what? So somebody that doesn't go down there, and so far all you hear is bad stuff and the drug cartels, and it's all over. So somebody that's never been there, obviously you recommend it. But what do you tell people that are thinking about going there, or where they should stay if they're staying, because you know enough of where people should stay, the resorts. What would you recommend?
So this time of year, definitely stay in the resort because it's humid as crap down there and it sucks. Anywhere with a pool in the summer, but that's beside the point. They have more laws than we have, and they are stricter than we are. So everybody goes to Mexico and they're like, oh, it's Mexico. I can do whatever I want. You cannot do whatever you want. So just respect the culture, respect them, follow the laws. Vapes, don't hold it in your hand through the border. They're going to hassle you. They can ticket you. They can fine you, all that crap. No guns, which everybody knows. But if you're me, I don't have a gun. And I'm like, oh, I didn't think about ammo. And my sister rolled through with like a box of ammo in her car, which she could have ended up in jail and bad things and all that. But they were so busy fixating on Russ's vape that they didn't even check her trunk. Yeah, because they thought it was marijuana and vapes are illegal. So they kept questioning him, and she's freaking out because she knows what's in the car. She's like, "Well, you just said no guns." I'm like, why would you have a box of ammo in your car without a gun? Like, I don't know.
Sometimes solves itself up.
Well, and I'm not that world, so I didn't even think about it. But so, yeah, stay in the resorts if you like the bougie thing.
Is it expensive? Do you know kind of like off the top of your head what they cost or what?
Just depends on which one. So, like, if you're going to stay at, where'd you guys stay? Las Palmas? The big one?
I don't know which it was.
For your bachelor.
I'm trying to remember. I think it was right next to it. It was the one that was a little bougier.
Yeah. Did you have the golf course there?
Yeah, it was nearby. Real close. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So that one, I mean, you're going to spend just on like a 2-bedroom, probably close to $400 a night.
So it's going to be.
You know what? When we went though, because we got married in October, we went in September, and it was not nearly that expensive, and we were literally right on the beach.
Yeah.
So if you can handle the 87 degrees and 87 humidity, that's the way to go. I mean, as far as dollars go.
Have you been there, Andrea?
But then, like you said, Sam, they got the pools and everything there.
If you stay in the pool, you're
that
fine.
was great. And we had a great old time. I mean, we ran in the ocean a couple times too. But for the most part, if we're just chilling, you gotta stay in the pool.
Are there any like great happy hour deals, or something that you tell people? Hey, you go into this place between 3 and 5.
Playa Bonita.
Give them my name.
No.
Give them my name.
Playa Bonita has like pictures of pina coladas for $6.
And where's Playa Bonita?
It is like the first or second, like, I don't even know how to explain it. If you're coming from the Malecon, it's like one of the first or like oldest resorts.
And if you
Playa Bonita.
Where would you tell people not to go? Now, I'm not saying a restaurant, but like an area. Is there somewhere they should? There's bad part, but if
like 2-3 blocks off of any of the regular areas that we would be in.
So just stay basically on that main drag.
Yeah.
And don't go.
People that don't like to go to Calle 13, but behave yourself. You're fine.
What's Calle 13?
It's like the local thing. It's like associated with the cartel and all that crap, but it's not. There's just another strip of bars, but it's more local people. But they're fun bars.
Kind of the dive bars kind of thing.
Where Wawa's is,
dive.
it's like a block over from Wawa's. Like all the lights and music. If you guys went there, you might have heard it, seen it.
What I'm shocked, I didn't know they had all. I mean, the clubs and everything else. Because we were there in an off time too. There wasn't a lot of people there in general.
Right, and was that right before COVID?
August. It was
or right after
COVID?
COVID?
It was after, right after.
That was right at the end of COVID, so things were quiet.
And August, dude, the weather there sucks.
It sucks. Yeah. So like that same resort, we stayed in like a penthouse, like the rooftop, 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, hot tub on the thing. It's probably like, I bet it would probably be like $4,000 to stay there that long. And I think it was like $1,200, I think he said,
That's
because
fantastic.
of the time of year. So, yeah.
So if you have an opportunity, would you move down there for good? If you could do.
You know what? I don't think so.
How come?
Because I actually stayed on a Tuesday and a Wednesday one time, and I was like, the town's too small for me.
Yeah.
It's a small town.
Holly will say the same thing about me. I need to be somewhere bigger or anything like that because I would think it'd be too small.
I get bored.
But you thought about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I thought you
Especially
had.
when we were like working from home. If that border was open, I would have been like, just going to work from there.
Well, there's no time difference, is there?
No.
Yeah. So
And they don't do daylight savings either.
Yeah. So I would.
I didn't know that.
Can you work for an American company in their country?
So yes and no. Like I couldn't because my investment license don't transfer internationally. So I guess it just depends what you do.
So you seriously can't sell mortgages if you're living in Mexico to American people?
I don't sell mortgages, but investments, I can't do like a stock trade internationally if I'm in a different country. No.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that is a big difference. Then you can't really do that. So.
Yeah, but there's like a big wig from Bank of America that works down there all the time. He's down there like all the time.
I'm sure you can just change.
And so it's probably just like the role he's in. It's just my licenses that I can't carry over.
So do you recommend people going there all the time?
Heck yeah. It's closer than San Diego. It's cheaper than San Diego. The water's not freezing cold like San Diego.
Yeah, because it's the bay, right? It's not even it's not the ocean. It's the Bay of
Rocky Point.
Cortez, Bay of Cortez.
The Sea of Cortez.
Yeah, Sea of Cortez, Bay of Cortez. What? I didn't do it. Thank God we're not doing that. We are doing a game. But,
that, folks, is an indictment on the American education system right there.
Okay, so.
Geography.
We need more geography classes in high school.
We have questions.
Okay, we have questions.
So I've never been down there, but I hear from a lot of the people that I work with that go down there all the time that you have to take like your cash and put it in a safe spot and then have only so much cash on your wallet because they'll stop you and then you have to give them all your cash and they'll search your
Have you
cars.
did any of that? Have you?
Not until he doesn't listen to me.
Story number 2.
Let's point to her boyfriend.
I'm
over
kidding.
there,
No,
so.
I've been stopped a lot of times. They've never hassled me, but I think they kind of look down and see my pit bull, and then they're like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
When the pit bull's
Yeah.
just gonna lick you to death.
Yeah.
No, not mine.
Oh, not the pit bull. Who's pit bull? You just
My
take a
pit bull.
pit bull?
No, mine.
I just said your pit bull's just gonna lick me.
No, he's not.
he's not.
He's gonna bite your face off.
No,
Do you know my dog?
No, I guess I don't.
Azul.
Anyway.
Is that another-
He's like Azul.
But the Azul will eat you alive and use your bones as a toothpick.
He probably won't when I need him to, though.
Yeah, he'd be like, that's when he would lick somebody.
Yeah.
but I always muzzle him just in case. And he looks like
That's good. You should
Is that
tell
Hannibal
drug
Lecter?
dealers that if
But-
you just go through with a pit bull on a muzzle on your pit bull, you're gonna
They always ask me if he bites, and I'm like, "What are you saying?" And then they go like this with their hand, and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. Want to find out?"
Bito.
Yeah, I don't want to find
Bito.
out.
I don't
Wow. But
Little footnote: when we were coming back for the bachelor party, a bunch of us went down on a van that we paid for, and they threw all our
By the river.
luggage in a trailer. They don't mess with the federales. They don't pull over that. You get through there real easy again, as long as you're not carrying like ammo in your bags or something silly like that. But they did stop one of our buddies who decided to drive down, and thankfully he only had $23 in his wallet.
Yep.
So that got him out. They said he was speeding. He said he wasn't. What are you gonna do?
I'm pretty sure the radar gun doesn't change.
And
Just
you,
stay-
right, yeah.
You were doing 85.
You were doing. You
I
were.
swear I was
yeah.
doing 23.
You were 17 over. I guarantee it, sir. You were 17 over. So that's what I've learned is like you hide your money in your golf bag or something like that, and keep like $30 in your wallet because that's like just your get out of trouble card with the federales for that brief amount of time you're actually driving to Mexico.
They need pesos. I only got 30.
Well, you better have more than 30 then, right?
Right? Yeah, you better.
Better put a few zeros behind that sucker.
So when you're going through the border, definitely tuck your money different places, whatever. I always stick it in my bra, whatever.
Like they're not looking there first. I mean,
Yeah, that's.
hey, let's not. Look
Never
at the
been
girl
patted
with the
down
big
down there.
breasts.
I,
You think there's money in there? I mean, we
Right,
would
yeah, 'cause
never
they're-
think about looking there, would we?
no, nobody's ever looked at that area of Sam before. I'm sure.
Off limits, caution tape all around.
Holy cow!
So anyways, so yeah, tuck it away, whatever. It's usually just through like that border town. I typically don't pull it back out until I get to Rocky Point, but it can happen anywhere in town. But
Hey,
I've never
Mark,
had it
isn't
happen.
that the line that got you pulled into HR?
Oh,
I don't usually pull it out until I actually get there.
yeah.
Mark, HR wants to see you
It was
again.
an HR. It kind of
Well,
so.
yeah, they've got that no hassle zone, but it's after Sonoyta and before Rocky Point, so it's a chunk, and you don't tend to get. But that's where his truck broke down, and we were worried about it when they pulled up, but they didn't hassle us again. The dog was in there. But anyway, yeah, no, that's smart. Just
So
separate it.
truck. Do you think they would have taken his? Maybe were you worried about them taking his truck or?
No, it didn't run.
I know, but I just,
But no, because he was going down for dental work. I was going down and paying my storage on both units, so I had $1,200 cash. He had whatever he had on him.
Money-wise.
Yeah, and then I had taken it out because we were 20 miles outside of Rocky Point, and then his truck stopped, and then we had two pickups. Well, They weren't federales though. I think they were just like municipal. I don't know. Yeah, and then there was like 5 guys and 1 girl. I feel like between the dog and the 1 girl, it kind of like stopped them from hassling us.
That sounds like a horrible porn, by the way.
That's
5 guys and 1 girl.
I'd like to see how that works.
Yikes.
So do you ever feel nervous just driving down there? That would be my thing.
I drive down there by myself a lot.
It doesn't bother you.
Mm-mm.
Did it like the first couple times you were doing it? I mean, now you don't because you
Not really. But the first time I was in my car alone, I was following somebody. So it's kind of like I just like eased into it. But only one time I was like uneasy. I was trying to get home like really early so I can make it to work on time. And
did it work?
I did. I got there on time.
Okay,
and they had like oh God, what do you call those? It's not the police. It's not like a government. It's just
Border
like
Patrol?
No, it's like a group of people that just stop people. They had like govern or kind of police or whatever. It doesn't matter.
No, Mexican
Yikes.
Karen.
Well,
No, it's got a name.
It's Mexican.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, so I come up over like there's
like
that
it.
big bridge like right when you come into Rocky Point. So I'm
Yeah.
going home. So I'm going the other way, and I go. And for some reason, I was flying. It was early in the morning, and I was like, I'm just gonna slow down. I go up over that thing, and there's like little piles of fire, like down the like yellow dotted line in between the 2 directions, and they're stopping people. And I'm like, shit, this is gonna be the time because it's like 4 or 5 in the morning, trying to get to the border at 6, and then yeah, he just like looked down. He's like, where you heading? Gilbert, Arizona. And then he looked in the back seat. He's like, go ahead.
Azul?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Dear Lord, apparently you got.
That was the only time I was nervous, though, because nobody else was on the road. There's no other cars. It was so early in the morning. Usually, unless I'm staying in a resort. No.
Wow, yeah,
Well,
They don't
yeah, I've done there so
question
much.
like the dog going back and forth on the
So-
border because they're supposed to be changing that law.
Yes.
And
August
then like vaccines and stuff because that would be my biggest thing, like coming back over with my dog.
Mhm.
But if I went there, I'd come home with a calm car of
You probably
stray
would.
dogs hanging out the window.
Because you guys were going to go one time. And then
Oh.
you're like, no, we can't. You went to San Diego or
Yeah,
something.
Holly won't go if she sees a ton of stray dogs. She doesn't want to go to
yeah,
a community
so
like
no.
that, so.
Yeah. Oh, what was your question?
The
I just
new
went-
law with
Yes.
the United States
So
with animal
August
transfers.
1st, you basically have to import your dog when you come back. But it's only like one time. So there's a form you have to fill out, and you have to have proof of rabies shots. And it has to be signed by a vet that can stamp an international stamp.
Oh,
And then once it's in their system, it's in their system. They were requiring
I'm getting attacked by
like the
dog.
chip, all dogs be chipped, but people were up in arms about it, so they don't have to do that. So just the rabies shot, the actual sign, stamped, internationally stamped, and then from a vet here.
do they actually check it?
I've never had them check it. They didn't even check it when we came back this time for my birthday, and she just gave me a little pamphlet and said, "Oh, next time, da 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 da." Like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Any other good tidbits before we go on what not to do? Just the cash, anything, obviously ammo, guns, but any other tips of how to, I don't know. This is for people that have
Just
never
don't
gone.
be stupid. I don't.
Yeah, I guess
I
it
don't
is.
understand. Like it's
Yeah, I
people
mean,
go
it
there
wasn't
and
a
they think there's no
straightforward
rules
question.
and there's no laws and they just act like fools. And
I think I get thrown off where you
So-
say that there's a lot of rules, but all you got to do is have the right amount of cash, and you're gone. You're good. Okay.
yeah,
And no, of course, you're a special cab driver.
Yeah. Oh, it's just your cab drivers can get you anything. It doesn't. Like I said.
Well,
it
I got
doesn't-
That
an
doesn't
argument
sound
with
that
our cab
different than
driver.
America.
I don't know. No, I think he could.
But I'm glad we brought.
Yeah.
I can see that because I remember when one of our buddies on the bachelor party, they were just taking us from that resort to the Reef, and the Reef for the listeners out there is a really famous bar right on the water, very well known here in Phoenix. You see people with T-shirts from there all the time and hats and everything. But man, they want to drive you like 2 miles, and they're going to try to charge you $15. And my buddy Charles just literally threw $10 at him and said, basically, "F you." And
But you had to negotiate.
and the three of us got out of the
Always
cab,
ask before you get
and the three of
in.
us got out of the cab, and we're like, he's probably not coming after us because there's 3 of us to one of him. Now, granted, I don't want the taxi union going against us.
Yeah, that's.
but
He's got the cards.
but
I feel like that is their little
Yeah.
niche, but yeah,
Yeah.
don't mess with the taxi.
oh, that was interesting too because also another buddy lost his wallet, left it in a cab.
Oh, they knew
And
where that was.
And they all knew where it was, but they kept stringing the guy along for a couple days.
3 days. And getting, what, $100?
I think he gave him like $250 to get his wallet
Started
back.
out and he's like, we don't know where it is. We'll start doing
And it's like, well, I heard a little this and a little that. Every cab seemed to kind of knew.
And he couldn't get back over. So he felt, because he'd been down there, he goes, they have it. It's just that now it's coming up to a price. And
he was absolutely right. They had
sure
it.
enough.
So that's exactly how I got in an argument with our taxi driver because, so I did not know this. I've got a taxi driver I always use, but I'm on the other side of town. We stayed in a resort. So we went out and the resorts have their taxi drivers, right? Going to Manny's from the resorts, get there. We had so many people in there. I was sitting on his lap and I dropped my phone, but I couldn't pick it up. I'm like, remind me I dropped my phone. We get out, taxi thing pulls away, and I'm like, shit, my phone. But we had 2 taxis. So my other friend, I don't know if it was you or somebody else, was like, tell him to like phone the other taxi. So he did. He probably got like 2 blocks away, maybe. Like it was literally like they were still funneling out of the other car, our friends. And so he comes around and he's like $20. Well, he hands it to me and then he's like $20. I thought he was joking. I was going to tip him anyways, but, and I'm like, you're joking, right? And he's like, no, $20, your phone. I'm like, it costs $20 to get here. Like you just like made a Yui basically. And he's like, no, $20. I brought you your phone. It was $20 from the resort here. And I'm like, you weren't back at the resort. You literally just went like 2 blocks and came back. And so I'm arguing with him. I'm like, I'll give you 10. And then he's like, no, 20. We're going back and forth. And so I got mad. I'm like, so I learned this. I couldn't call and use my taxi driver because the taxis at the resorts and at like the Reef and at Manny's, they're like zones. It's like prostitutes. That's my corner. Right. Like, so I couldn't call my taxi driver from basically KA 13 and tell him, hey, come pick me up.
Out of my district, nothing I can do, right?
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So I didn't know that until this trip. And so I'm like, well, I'm just going to call the resort because you're obviously in their, union or whatever. And so my phone's not working, whatever. I'm arguing about basically money when I have the property in my hand. I could just walk away, but they're the taxi drivers and cartel, and I'm just like freaking out. So he's like, I'm calling my boss. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, whatever, I don't care. Like, he hands me the phone and he's like, oh, it's Uncle Sam. And I'm like, I go, you called your Theo, and it didn't dawn on me till we were in Manny's. Like, Uncle Sam, like money. Uncle Sam. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
That's
Sam.
what I was.
I knew he meant money.
Anyways, huh?
I know.
I didn't.
You went the other way.
Oh,
with
me
that.
too.
I literally didn't. I was like, we're sitting there and we're telling the story, and I'm like, oh my God, that's funny. Anyways, so he goes, well, he got your phone for you, right? And I go, yeah. He goes, you need to give him money. And I go, well, he wants $20, and he literally was gone for like 2 minutes. Then he's like, no, you can give him whatever you want. He'll take. And I was like, well, shit. I'm going to give him 5 now. But
Yeah, motherfucker, that's what you're getting. It's $5.
I can't remember if we did 15 or 10.
So
we did 10 because I was so mad. I was so mad.
So the threat to call the resort kind of worked, or that helped you out?
No, I don't think so.
So that
It
didn't do
didn't
it.
seem like
I think the guy he
there.
called screwed him. Like, he's like, no, you can give him whatever you want.
The taxi drivers there's no street. It's not like there's any paved streets. They're just.
I will tell you that I've lost my phone 2 times. Or
Dave, somebody
Two
have your own
times.
heart. That's it.
Yeah,
two
we-
times in Mexico, both times.
We might be distant
recovered.
cousins.
I've lost my Yeti, recovered. Like, I've never not gotten something back.
How much
Well, of
money
course.
cost?
This was the only time I had, like,
Right.
I hassled about it.
Because
though.
they
No,
because they
How
hold
much
it for
the most you
ransom.
paid to get something back?
that was it. I've never ever paid anything back. I got my stuff back from Manny's one time, and it was really weird because they, like, security had to, like, take my photo with me holding it. Like, I guess they keep record of it. I don't know. It's weird. But
That's kind of weird. So, all right, anyone got any more questions before we can move on for our next segment and everything? That was fun, man.
That was fun. I will say one thing I do want to say about Rocky Point, though, that and Mark has seen this and everything, and a lot of people is like this is it's a little sleepier, but there are some fun places. It's a lot cheaper. Like, if you're thinking this is like Cabo, it's not Cabo. It's totally different. Cabo is like resort. This is more like a real life city in Mexico, and so it depends what you're into. I liked it. It's not for everybody, but at the same time, it is for a lot of people versus the bougie stuff.
Commercial.
So
It's
for everybody.
literally,
I consider it more authentic Mexico than when you go to the resort
Like
towns.
a welcome.
That should be. What if you pulled up to the border and you saw
Rocky
Mexico?
Pointe.
It's
Not for everybody.
that's funny. No, I always tell people, truly, it's what that trip's gonna be. What you want it to, or make it to be. Like people bring their kids down there and they rent a house on the beach and they don't go anywhere. They barbecue
Well, they don't have to, yeah.
you hang on the beach and whatever. And then you've got people that like the nightlife and they're out partying at night and go to the clubs and all that. And then you've got people that like food. There's a ton of good food down there, and yeah. So literally that you can make that trip what you want it to be.
That's awesome.
So,
Okay, well, Sam, you're going to stick around. We got more fun stuff coming on, so we're going to take our quick break, fill up our drinks, and go from there. But that was fun. That was a good time, guys. Thank you. Well, we're back. Okay, so I was thinking my whole thing is, kids are going back to school. We are talking about Mexico, and if we are not anything, we give back to the community. And, and we try to help children. We try to do everything correctly. So what we're doing today, we're figuring since you're going back to school, some kids are taking Spanish. They might not understand it, it might be tough. So, what we're going to do is we are going to give you the Mexican word of the day. And then we're going to use it in a sentence that's going to help you better understand it, okay? So
I love games like this.
I know. We're helping the community here. We really are. We just want you to know. So we're going to start. We're going to go all the way around, including our groupies, and everything's going to be good. So anyone who's taking Spanish, here we go.
Oh, yes.
Mexican word of the day is pizza chip. So now you want to use it in a sentence. You stole my girlfriend in pizza chip.
Jew.
Yeah,
It's Jew pizza.
You just
stole my girlfriend.
screwed that
You
up.
ruined the joke.
You pizza chip.
You screwed that up.
Oh. You
Pizza.
stole my girlfriend. You
Jew
pizza
pizza
chip.
ship.
You pizza chip. Okay. All right. So read it before.
So just so you know, Uncle Mark
That
has
was
not
really
spoke
bad.
any Spanish in his life.
All right. So I'll get it on my second one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Andrea, are you ready?
You actually got it on your third one.
No,
it's,
shut up.
It's cool. Okay. Mexican word of the day, sofa king. My homie decided to steal some wheels from a cop, so I said to him, "Why are you so fucking stupid?"
Okay. All right. Yeah. So do we give that a? Okay. Dave, you ready? Next one. All right.
Having technical difficulties here. Hang on.
First the headphones.
I know. He's high maintenance, man.
He is high maintenance.
We're not throwing on any more corresponding, or what do we call them?
I don't
Special
know.
correspondence.
Corresponders, sponsors.
You're on the third one, Dave.
All
His
right.
probably won't zoom in like mine.
Mexican word of the day, potato. I asked my kids where my money went. Potato know what I'm talking about.
But they don't know. But they don't know what I'm talking about. See, that's funny. But they
Potato.
don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, Groupie Mandy. Okay, here we go. Groupie Mandy's in.
Mexican word of the day, liver and cheese. Some guy tried to sweet talk my Ruka. I told him, hey, bro, liver alone, cheese mine.
That was a good one right there. So that so far she gets it. Okay, all right, wife of mine. Come on, you have to be my groupie. Here we go.
Mexican word of the day, choose. Hey, man, you're going to trip. Tie your shoes.
Why did you sound
I like the accent.
I know.
It sounded a little
that was a
Jamaican.
really good accent.
Stop,
I
do
don't
it.
know, you know.
Thank
Do it
you.
South African or something.
Yes.
They're out from Britain. Do it from Britain.
British. Yeah.
All right, Sam, you ready? Here we go.
Mexican word of the day, iron. I don't know about you, but every day I work, I earn my money.
All right.
Okay, we're doing one more round, and then we'll be done. All right?
And then we're done being
Then we're done
politically
being
correct.
politically incorrect. There we are. Okay.
Yeah, Mexico already hates this
All right.
country enough.
Mexicans' words of the day: defense and defeat. Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Me and my buddy jumped a fence, but he screamed because defeat got stuck.
All right, that one's winning.
I'm gonna fucking die. I can't.
Crying.
Okay, Andrea.
I fucking can't.
Because guys.
I'm just seeing some poor little Mexican guy just stuck in a fence.
Come on.
Oh,
Defense. Okay, here we go. All right.
Mexican word of the day, acoustic. Hold on, I gotta click on it. Please hold. Okay. Mexican word of the day, acoustic. My son loves the Ninja Turtles. I asked him which one is his favorite. He told me the purple one because he has acoustic people with.
Acoustic.
Here we go.
Oh, no, sorry.
Acoustic.
I missed a word.
That's what Mark did.
I
The first
did.
one.
Do you want to try it again?
I kind of do.
Okay, try it again. Here we go.
Okay.
Word of the day.
Okay, edit here. No, just kidding. Okay, it's acoustic. My son loves the Ninja Turtles. I asked him which one is his favorite. He told me the purple one because he has acoustic to hit people with.
I'm still gonna.
I don't
Acoustic.
get
To
it.
hit. He's got
Acoustic.
like karate.
No, a cool stick.
No,
acoustic.
acoustic.
Like a pool stick?
I thought
Well-
it was like a cool stick.
It might be cool stick
We shouldn't
also
have to-
because it's not a pool stick; it's a karate stick, isn't it?
Yeah, so wouldn't it a cool
Like
stick?
whatever they
a cool stick
like
to
when
hit
you do
people
weapons
with.
and karate.
We shouldn't be.
It's probably a cool stick.
we
You're
move
probably
on?
right.
Yes.
Dave, you're up next.
Wow,
Listeners,
maybe we should call.
we
We
went
should
from-
phone a friend in
Let's phone
Mexico.
Do you know a Mexican?
I
Can we call
can
a
phone a
Mexican right
friend.
I will call somebody right now.
now? We need to call Juan.
I'm calling
What's Juan
Taylor's
do?
mom.
I was gonna call Jesus. I was gonna call Jesus.
Oh man, that sucked.
All right, Dave, you're next. Yeah, you lose so far.
I did
Here
lose
we
on
go.
that
All right,
one.
all right, Dave.
The Mexican word of the day, seizure and Jurassic. My Ruka was bending over and I say, I can seize your ass. She turned to me and said, Jurassic, man.
Okay, all right.
Hubba,
All right.
hubba, talk to me like you know me, baby.
Andy, here we go.
Woo!
Give her the microphone, Dave. All right.
Mexican word of the day, Jupiter.
Oh, good.
My mother-in-law is coming over. I told my wife, she's a bitch. She said, Jupiter, be nice to her.
You better be. That's funny.
All right, we're down to our last couple here. All right, here we go.
I need a break.
Oh,
Fuck.
that was funny. Okay. Jupiter better be. You better be nice to her. Okay.
Stop it.
Holly, you ready? Last two.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Mexican word of the day, gracias. Every time I bang my ruca in the park, I end up with a gracias.
I'm out. I'm out.
Holly's winning.
She's the only one that's in the consistent accent through the whole time.
She's winning.
Okay, so I don't know if it's a good accent, but she's done the consistent. Okay, Sam, take us home. Come on.
All
now.
right, Mexican word of the day, ice mocha. I have a really bad memory. I wonder if it's because I smoke a lot of weed.
That's fun. Mexican. If we're doing anything, we're helping the youngins who are taking their Spanish class. They're not quite sure. All you got to do is tune into our world for all kinds of fun, games and everything else
You
that we'll take
guys,
care of you for.
The defense.
Mandy,
and
you wanna do
defeat. Oh.
The defense.
There's one more.
Sounds like we got a
Okay,
bonus
give us
one.
more. Bonus.
Spanish word of the day, U.S. mail. Did you step in something? Because U.S. mail like dog shit.
That's funny.
There's two more. You got to read the last two.
All right, read the last two. Here we go.
Oh my god. You read the next one.
All right, with our accent, with an accent. Here we go, honey. You were the farthest thing from a Hispanic woman ever, but
Mexican word of the day, Oliver.
you have offended every Mexican that's listening to this show right now, I think.
Hey, I threw an egg at my homie, and instead of catching it, he ended up with egg all over his face.
Okay, so we have one more. Andrea, take us home. Let's do the last one. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, there's
Okay.
two more. Dear God.
Mexican word of the day. Chicken wing. My wife plays the lottery, so chicken wing some money.
Okay, is there one more? Or are we done?
I didn't see it
All right, are we
anymore.
thank God fully done? So, Sam, did you have a good time tonight? Did you have fun?
Yes,
So
this was fun.
You'll agree that this is a fun thing. Oh my God, we're not done. What am I thinking? We are not even.
Oh my God,
close
you
to
forgot
being
your
done.
wife?
I did. We are going to come right back with Holly's Jails Tales. Nobody go anywhere. We are back, and now, so we are now, and it's time for, and we all know this.
I'm going to jail!
It is time for Holly's Jail
Yeah.
Tales. Give it up for Holly, everybody. We're going to listen. If you guys don't know the backstory, my lovely wife has accepted a position, and she is working at a jail. So she gets the headline looks before anybody else does of what's going on in the jail. So, Holly, tell us all about Holly's Jail Tales today.
I don't know if I could top the murderer midget from last week.
That was pretty good. That's tough.
This week, we're just going to discuss a call we got on a drunk person in jail. And I figured, how are they drunk? And we went down. He was drunk as a skunk. And so today we're going to talk about some buck, brew, prison jump, toilet wine, prison wine, Uno,
Hey, what?
and some good old hooch.
Let's learn the hooch.
Yeah.
Teach prison hooch, honey.
And
Come
if you
on.
want anything illegal, just go to jail because it's all there. So to make hooch, our prisoners enjoy mixing apples or whatever disgusting fruit they get in a bag. They smush it. 16 ounces of water from your toilet or from your sink, which should be warm. You seal it tight, heat it up with a towel, leave it for 48 hours. Then at night, when the prison guards go by you, that's when you burp the bag because you know they're not going to be back for a while and they won't have the smell. You add 40 to 60 sugar tablets, ketchup, more water and heat, and then 72 hours, you mush it, let the gases out, take your dirty ass sock and strain the mixture, and you have a prison hooch, which is 4 to 14% alcohol.
What? Hey, I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know if we should give her a standing ovation for that. I'm not quite sure why we
There's
should
your
do
thing.
that.
So anybody
what-
wants to make prison hoop, that is your.
Wow, what in the name of Walter White is going on in that
You
place?
can, you can sell it for
Holy cow.
$15 for a cup for commissary,
But it's
or 9 bags of chips.
Wow.
So what prisoner did you get all this information from? Or interview?
$9
They'll tell you. They'll
Fritos.
tell you anything.
Is anybody
I
else?
might take the chips. I might take the chips.
Is anybody else craving this drink? Or
No, I don't know.
The
I
prisoner
think
said
I
it
think we should
tastes
do it on the
like
air. Let's do it on the air.
it's a combination of nail polish remover taste,
Wait, what
vinegar.
Was this? What was this again? Hold on, I'm sorry.
The taste
Okay.
of prison
Oh.
hooch is red or nail polish remover, vinegar, bad beer, and a sweet taste.
But you said
Side effects could be vomiting,
Imagine that.
convulsions, loss of consciousness, and botulism.
Botulism.
So there you go. It's not as good as the midget murderer,
No,
but
that's
we
pretty
do
good.
know
Now,
how to make prison
I think we
hooch.
should do it though. We have all the ingredients
Is
here.
this
I think
going
That's
to
what
be
you should
our
serve.
I
first?
was gonna bring the ingredients, but I
Halloween
was
or
like,
the Christmas
Oh,
party.
holiday or Halloween. Yes, we should serve that.
We'll
Who-
make
know
some
what?
prison
How
hooch.
do you get it ordered? Who do we ask?
I
over
think
there?
we
We
make
can make
it.
it ourselves.
All
we-
he needs is 27.
We can use a
bags of
clean
chips.
sock.
We could. What if we give him a clean sock?
We can get, no. If we make it, we can use a clean.
We
They
can't
use
use
dirty
a clean
socks in
sock.
prison.
The dirty sock adds to the flavor.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
like
thinking
the
it
spice.
is. It gives you the more high and everything. All right,
know?
Holly, give us another jail tale. What do you got? Another jail tale?
Just last night, we had a fight because someone was acting too drunk or on a substance. So he got beat up by 3 other guys because the officers noticed it. Medical had to come. So they beat him up because he kind of gave away. The room got searched, and we found a bunch of Suboxone and stuff like that. So essentially, people just bring it stuff in through their prison pouch.
for us lay people, what is Suboxone?
Suboxone's just like a medication to treat pain. People that are coming off heavy drugs take it, but you can find anything you want.
And they get that
Spice
in the pooper.
is another thing. Mail is sent, and they spray it with K2 or Spice, and then inmates will take their laptop, break the battery, try to burn it and smoke the spice off the letter they got from their loved one.
Yeah,
It's crazy. They got 24 hours a day to think of this stuff, and you can smell it too. And you're like,
If these fuckers applied themselves
Literally, I
that
was
well
just
to
gonna
this
say
shit
that. I know, if
in
we-
the outside
Exactly.
world, if you could apply this to the outside world, what the hell are you doing in jail?
Things
So-
they come up
You
with.
couldn't just have a
So my
job.
call last night was somebody burned
Some of these
their
guys should be
fingers
chemists.
from blowing up their iPad to burn a piece of mail they got to smoke it.
Is
He
anyone
burnt
else
his
jealous
fingers
that
off.
inmates
And
have
how much
iPads?
They have iPads.
And how much is an iPad?
Yeah, this is news to me as well.
I know. Then he doesn't want to get high off it. That's kind of,
I need an iPad so I can smoke.
Why can't you just put the iPad on that Yule
So-
log?
I mean,
Get it?
Can
So-
you swallow the paper and get high off of it?
I don't
That
think so.
doesn't
You
work?
got to smoke it, I
guess
believe.
not.
Ah.
No.
So that's my jail tale for
jail's
this week.
tale. That's we like all the jail
I'm
tales.
going to jail.
That's what we like about it. So we do, everybody. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, Holly. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Sam, give it up for Sam, everybody. We appreciate her coming, giving her insight about her fun.
Did you hear that?
What?
Someone's going to hear live clapping on our show, not
Did-
just the.
Did you have a clap?
Someone clapped. David did.
Oh, okay. Well, good. I'll edit that. Edit
Yeah,
here.
edit
so
here.
anyway, Holly, thank you for the
We'll take
jail
that.
tales. Andy, we always enjoy you as our groupie. Thank you. You're our number 2 groupie after Carla. Dave, thanks for joining us tonight.
My pleasure.
That's it. And
Love y'all.
Yeah. Good to see you. Everybody have a great night.